Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Beretta 9mm USA here, and this is going to be a review of the Smith & Wesson Model 686 Plus. We shot over 300 rounds through this revolver during this review, and it was a joy to shoot. Special shout out to Key Sporting Goods, our favorite gun shop in Oregon. It is the largest gun shop in Oregon. You can buy this revolver from them, as they always have this revolver in stock. Key Sporting Goods info will be listed in the description box below this review video. Okay guys, the Smith & Wesson 686 Plus with some Sig Sauer 357 Magnum, 125 grain.
Like I told you.
This thing is very nice. You're gonna love it. You may be right. This may be the nicest Smith & Wesson we've ever shot.
Yeah. The 686 Plus is a 7-shot 357 Magnum revolver, so that is different for us, having the 7th shot. Normally our revolvers we've owned in the past have been a 6-shot or a 5-shot revolver. And because this is chambered in 357 Magnum, you can also shoot 38 Special or 38 Special Plus B through this wheel gun. Special thanks goes out to Sig Sauer for providing the ammunition used in this review. We shot the full metal jacket Sig Sauer practice rounds, elite performance ammunition, and we also shot the V-Crown 357 Magnum from Sig Sauer. All of it performed flawlessly. Where were you aiming?
I'm aiming upper chest, so it's grouping right below that. Still 32 degrees out here, but I can tell after the first cylinder full, this thing shoots fantastic. As long as I'm not pulling too hard on the trigger, it's hitting a little bit low, but it's hitting dead center. Really easy to control recoil here. The weight of the revolver is a huge plus in controlling the 357 Magnum. Lockup is really great.
The 686 Plus is an L-framed Smith & Wesson revolver. And that means that the forcing cone area is going to be thicker compared to a K-frame or J-frame Smith & Wesson revolver. So this thing is going to be able to handle 357 Magnum ammunition all day long. Hold that last shot. Really smooth. The smoothest trigger by far on all the Smith & Wessons that we own, and we own quite a few, you guys, and this has the best trigger. We were talking about that off camera and just how amazingly consistent this trigger is. These are some 38 Specials. Really, really smooth with those 38s. Wow, has no recoil at all, doesn't even move. Some more 357 Magnums. Headshots. Had to make it interesting. The next big thing about the 686 line in general is that it has the full underlug underneath the barrel, which helps tame recoil. And this also allows you to have a shrouded ejector rod that is protected by the lug. And speaking of the ejector rod on this revolver is full length, so there's no problem at all ejecting those spent casings out of the revolver. Ejects them very positively. Awesome. Love that full-length ejector rod on the L-frames.
The sights on this Smith & Wesson revolver are standard Smith & Wesson. A red ramped front sight and a square white outlined rear. The rear is windage and elevation adjustable.
Great sights, easy to use. And those were 6-hour 37 Magnums, right?
Yeah. It may be the best I've ever shot a revolver. It feels very comfortable. The trigger is excellent. Recoil impulse is well controlled in this 39-ounce 357 Magnum. 686 plus. Get your hand up near the very top of it, you can feel a little more recoil.
Yeah. And that's because of the exposed back strap when using these wood grips, but it doesn't matter. It makes it feel more classy. It makes it look more classy.
Well, it definitely lets you know that you're shooting a real handgun.
Yeah.
Not to tease 9mm or anything, but this is a bit more of a handgun.
This revolver has a round butt frame, and these are the grips that come stock on this revolver. The rubber, they're pretty nice. They have the Smith & Wesson logo right here on the grip itself. They feel good in hand. They do a good job overall. One thing that we don't like about them personally, though, is they don't have an exposed back strap like these beautiful wood grips do, which let us handle the gun a little bit better.
Yeah, I think it puts you in touch with what's going on with the revolver a little bit better when you can actually feel this right here and what's happening with the revolver while you're firing it.
You're also a little bit then closer to the trigger with your trigger finger, so you're not as far, so you feel a little bit more in control. And these are Altamonte wood grips. They are just amazing.
We have used several sets of Altamonte grips now, and we have been very pleased with every one we've used. They do have a lot to choose from, so if you have a revolver, or even they make them for semi-autos in wood. Just show you this real quick. Just lots of choices. So if you guys are looking for grips of any sort, at least check them out on the internet and see if you like any of the ones that they have for your particular model of handgun.
Yeah.
But we really dig them on our revolvers. Anyway, that's Altamonte, an American company, and everything is made in America. So I like to support that when I can.
My favorite grips that they offer are the traditional target style, so they're a little bit thicker at the bottom, but these are fantastic. They feel really good in hand.
And that is the model that you put on the Model 66 Combat Magnum, right?
Yep. Pair of those with the different color wood.
Right. You guys, if you haven't checked out that video, make sure you check it out. You can see the grips on the pistol as we're firing it in the video. It looks fantastic.
Yeah.
I love them. And that also is an excellent Smith & Wesson revolver. So if you wanted one that was a little bit lighter, that carried 6 rounds, the Model 66 Combat Magnum is a good way to go.
For sure.
So moving on, guys, back to the revolver. This particular revolver has a fantastic trigger. Probably the best trigger of any Smith & Wesson revolver we've ever tested before. It does everything else that we've owned even.
Yep.
Let me just show you. It's very consistent. It does not stack. It's not too heavy. It's not too light. It's just perfect. Absolutely love the trigger.
It's extremely smooth.
So double action. Very nice, very smooth, very consistent. It helped me keep the revolver on target. I was hitting targets very easily with this revolver, and you guys know, haven't been a revolver guy for a long time, so sometimes it's challenging for me. But double action is great, single action, fantastic.
And the return spring on it is just extremely
strong. Yeah, it has a really strong return spring, which just helps you get rounds off a little bit faster. So I could not be more happy with the trigger on this particular revolver. It's great.
This thing is getting hot now. So hot that it's actually burning my hand when I'm holding this. This trigger, it's definitely the best. Another reason why we think this is one of the best revolvers we've ever messed with is the lockup on this revolver. Open it up real fast. The cylinder is empty. Check this out. There's like no movement at all. Really amazing lockup.
Yeah.
You can't find any revolvers with that tight of lockup. I mean, even the damn Wesson 715, not as tight as this. This is even tighter. It's amazing.
And we've looked at different types of revolvers. We looked at the Kimber. We've looked at, you know, obviously Tauruses are less expensive, but
the Rugers and all that, and nothing touches this. This is amazing, guys. The quality on this specific revolver is just unreal.
Very happy with this one. Very happy with the Model 66 also, the Combat Magnum.
Yep.
It also was very excellent. So if you have not added a revolver to your collection, again, we present you with this one for you to think about. I just don't know how you could go wrong with this in a world where, you know, Colts have gone up and gone up and gone up in price. The Smith & Wessons are not inexpensive, but I think you definitely get what you pay for. This is a quality revolver that is worth the $800 asking price of it.
Yeah.
What you see here is 7 rounds of V-Crown 357 Magnum by 6 Hour.
Really high quality ammunition.
I think I'm going to use 2 hands for this.
How's it feel?
Great. Feels like just a little more punch than the normal 6 Hour 357 ammo.
Yeah, the practice ammo.
It's pretty easy to control. I imagine it would be a good carry around.
Definitely.
For this revolver. I'm going to move a little bit target to target if I can. Alright guys, in closing, the weight of this revolver is 39 ounces. That sounds a little heavy. It's almost as heavy as a full-size 1911 45. It did not feel heavy at the range. It did not feel heavy when you were shooting it at the range. So It's an enjoyable revolver to shoot, no question about it. It's made completely out of stainless steel by Smith & Wesson. The MSRP on this particular revolver is $849. I did some hunting around on the internet, and you can find them from anywhere from $50 to like $75 off. So somewhere in the sevens is where I saw it most. I think it represents a tremendous value for $749 or somewhere around that price. Wow. I don't know what to tell you. If all revolvers were this nice, I think learning the revolver and being accurate with the revolver would be easier.
Yeah.
This thing is just a pleasure to shoot.
Yeah.
7 is always better than 6.
Yeah. That's for sure.
Sorry, I was messing around. I didn't get those out very well. Is that it for me? Yeah, that's it for me. All I've got is a bunch of empties. I wanted to take the time real quick to thank our Patreon supporters. We really appreciate you. Without you, these videos would not be possible. So thanks for joining Patreon and supporting the channel. I hope you guys enjoyed the review, and if you're interested in this revolver or anything else available from Smith & Wesson, go ahead and check out their products and website via the links in the description box below this video. As always, everyone, thanks for watching the video. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel here on YouTube, Beretta 9mm USA, for more guns and gear videos coming up in the future.